Hello and welcome to another episode of Paper Trading Millionaire. My name is Mike of Heights. Today we had a fantastic day. We had a very green day, $1,289, just over 45 minutes. There was just several trades, I think 6 or so on US30. So I'm going to take you through what I did, what I was looking for, and some of the strategies I'm employing while using Lux Algo. Anyways, let's get into the trades and show you what we did. So today was a pretty easy day, and there was a couple key things that I was looking for. Let's get rid of that for you guys. First thing is, I entered the market at the right time. I don't enter until about 9:45. I don't like to play that beginning rush. You can win some of them, you win big money, but you can also lose really big just as well. So the market was really choppy before heading into the open. And here's our open right here. Okay, at 9:30. So 9:30, so you see a little breakdown here. It's a little false breakdown, 9:32, and then bang, and they kicked this thing right up. In a minute, they pulled 113 points in just over 2 minutes. So big rally there. But if you notice, by just kind of waiting, okay, because it's it's easy to get the FOMO and try and go long here. You can see what's happening in this area right here. Okay, we're getting dojis along this 50 EMA. Now this is not the 50 EMA on the 1 minute. This is the 50 EMA on the 5 minute. And what we do is we show that by using a 250 EMA on the 1 minute. Okay, mathematically that's going to be a 50 EMA for a 5. And I use the 200 EMA on the 5 minute, which I use by putting in 1,000 EMA. That's the math on that as well for on a 1 minute chart. So you have a 50 and a 200 EMA representing it on the 5 minute because it's a stronger time frame, or more valid because it's a longer time frame, right? And a lot of people likely play a 5 minute, so it seems to work really well. So you can see this, dojing in here. And then it starts getting weaker. You see the dark green goes to red. The red's getting weaker again. And I'm just kind of waiting it out here. And then what happens is we get a breakdown off the trend tracer. Trend tracer goes red. Okay, I say, you know what? Still early enough in the day. It's 9:40, 9:46. We are going to take a short. So there's my short. You can see my stop loss and my take profit. Stop loss is set just above these dojis. So it's just above here. You want to set it maybe just above the previous point of resistance. I didn't want to risk, $1,000 by bringing it way up here. Okay, so 500 was a good change, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an entry point near resistance after we get a little bit of momentum back the other way. You can see that we had the oscillator going this way, and it's getting stronger. The gradient's getting stronger down here. Okay. A little bit of a liquidity grab. We came back up and then into this and then right down. So I entered here as it was kind of struggling. So entered here because it came down quickly, came up and then came down again, obviously, and entered just at 10 lots. Okay. Now what was going on here in this area was we had a order bank zone, and the order bank zone is not there now because it's been tagged and disappears eventually because it prints live, and then when they move out of that bank, it's gone. But there was an order bank in this area right about here, okay, just like that. And when it cracked that order bank, okay, we had a change of character right here, bang, okay, so it's change of character. You can see from here to here. Change of character is when it breaks the previous low. I can put an actual definition up for that, but it's something in Lux Algo, so it's come back from a high. And now it's broken the previous low and it's coming down. So I had a little bit more confidence. Once it broke that area, broke the change of character, I doubled in at this pink line. And this was, I exited, pretty quickly. I could have held it a little bit longer, but I was literally up just over $900, $914 in profit, and just doubled in on that trade after we broke. And that's it. Like, I'm going for $1,000 a day. So I'm quite happy right now. I could have walked away. I wanted to trade a little bit more with this. I want to trade a little bit more with the Lux Algo to see how things work, but you don't want to risk too much. So you're going to change your lot size, keep things on a tighter leash. So that's what we did. Okay, so let's go here, remove. Here we are. So waited for this to come up again, and I took a quick short leash trade again as we, the candles were coming down. So came up and probably into this area, into the resistance area, and I took another short. This was literally a $79 short from here to here. And probably when it was fighting against $100 or so and started to come back, I just locked in the profits. So you don't want to start giving profits away. So quick short leash trade, came out of consolidation back into that zone. You see, so it goes maroon, dark green, purple. So it's getting weaker again. Red, entered here on the red, and then boom, I just jumped out again for a quick $83 profit. Yeah, see, so it was exiting, noticing a trend line, order bank, and poor risk to reward. So I exited early because there was probably another order bank here in this area down here, not very far. And my next point of resistance was way up here. So I wasn't going to risk all this and then to have a stronger resistance point above the 50 after we've made $1,000. So you cut the trade in the profit, $83, you're moving the right way, okay? And what I did was I was likely playing an M pattern. You can see this is an M pattern, okay? M's and W's are super strong. I had it drawn here before I changed that. Let's see where this pen is. Here we go. I had that drawn here. So here's an M. Okay, boom, and down. And you can see once it cracks at M, it tumbles. There's the M, okay? You can see that M right on that trend line, remove. Okay, so that's, I picked up that trend line, saw the M, took the trade at the wrong point, played a color shift, but this was the bigger trade. This is actually a signal to sell, this little X. So anyways, that was a bigger trade. I still got a little bit, but this was probably, waiting, being a little bit more patient will normally pay off. If you're looking for a bigger move and you play certain patterns. So W's and M's are super, super important, okay? So you see that thing broke down. When it started to pop up, created another trend line going this way, and my auto trend lines picked that up as well. You can see, so lower low, higher low, and it's just heading upwards there, okay? And it starts to auto trend. Now, trying to take some more trades. I tried to take a short here again, and this was actually you can see I wrote old habit. This was there was a moving average here. It was probably a 20 EMA, and I thought that it's coming up, and we had an order bank area previously, and it's going to fall back down. That's not the trade. The M has moved. You can see the M has moved. Here, one, that would have been the trade down there. That wasn't the trade. Okay, this was not it. So I took this short, and after being in profit, this cost me poor entry, $250 approximately. So $240 loss. It just broke right through here. And look, it was just from here to here. I'm lucky that I had a really tight stop just, above that area of resistance, or wherever the order bank was, or just above the EMA, it would have been. So $240 was the loss. And now you're back down to here. So you just entered the market twice just to wipe it out, right? So not a great trade. And what happened was this had come up here, and I had this 50 EMA, so I won a trade off the 50 EMA. I saw that the opening volume couldn't break this 50 EMA previously, okay? So when it couldn't break this 50 EMA up here on the 5 minute, this was another signal for me to go short, okay? So I went short, and I went short even against the trend tracer and the momentum oscillator. So 249, it was just a short off the 50 EMA. Took back that 243 from here to here. You can see the green area of the box, and that was it. I was in it for 3 minutes tops. Okay, took back that 243, so I wiped out that loss right there, and then just continued to kind of ride that. So we had green when this thing went red. Didn't go through any of the medium colors to show it was losing strength. It was pretty strong to downside. Took a low leverage $115 dollar trade on a short leash, boom again, and then just repeated that. Just another short leash. I was gonna run this down to the trend line. So you can see we have those 2 points now. Trend line called that out after the second low. Boom on that M. And I'm like, oh, it's gonna come down again. We're gonna play an M. I was gonna hold it till about here. Okay. And I couldn't. I couldn't hold against that green trend tracker. It started to kind of come against me. I locked in that $90 and said, that's it, call it a day. And listen, the market will always win eventually. You gotta just call it. If you're up 1,200 bucks, take it. If that's your daily profit, it's 500 is your daily goal. Take it. Just manage your risk accordingly. There's always another bus coming around the corner. Okay, and here's that M pattern playing out again for you. Here it is, and then down on that trend line and cracks it. Now it took a while after it cracked it to really drop. And what you'll see here, this is a liquidity grab. Okay, so this is a liquidity grab right here. And when you see that rectangle around there, what's going to happen is it's coming to tag the traders out that have stops in these areas, and then it goes against them. Okay, so it's coming to tag up these traders and then goes the other way. So whenever you see a liquidity grab, you want to go in the other direction. And the liquidity grab would have been a great entry because it broke that M, came back down, and then you could have rode that. That was easily a $500 trade. You know, on a simple 10 lots. You got lots room. You got the trend tracer in your favor. You got a lot of red momentum. It even it was oversold for a bit, so maybe a little bit tricky because you can see this big green cloud coming. It says, hey, it's going to reverse on you. Get ready. But once you saw the green come, that could have been time to get out. So you did have a bit of time, maybe. That would have been another good trade. But you know what? Really simple. This was $1,200 in just over, 946 to 1033. So rinse and repeat. I have to say the Lux Algo thing is working good. These price concepts, I've traded with moving averages for years, but these price concepts are fantastic and working great. So looking forward to see what happens in New Year. You guys enjoy your New Year's Eve, and wishing you all the best in 2023. We'll have a lot more videos to come. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming in.